Call halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who were well and who taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect. The Akim out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, sincerity and truth and presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice as the scripture teach us to do. Shalom to the Aqua, the very few sisters that do listen to us as well. This is the brother Jeremiah from the Great Millstone Chicago camp. And basically, I'm just coming to you with another lesson concerning Bob. All right, but it's this well, his name Bob, so you kind of can lean to it what nation he's from. But he's what you would refer to, and Bob was right, by the way. You know, I don't care how you Negroes and Spigroes out there in La La Land take it, or you other pale-faced people who might not agree with Bob. But Bob is what you will actually refer to as a white supremacist. You know, he don't walk around openly with a swastika and all this Nazi shit or nothing to that matter. But he's one of those people who actually have the knowledge that they're losing their grip on this country and that it will be uproars, that it will be riots. You know, he's an ex-military guy, I can tell from his conversation, you know, and the way he carries himself. And he actually said that he stood on the front line in Afghanistan and got his ass handed to him by some Arabs with some outdated guns. All right, because the battle was in the hands of the Lord anyway. All right. But he broke down the demographics of, you know, the amount of military men, how they can just take off, you know, and the amount of citizens, how they won't have enough to police the country when this is chaos and uproar, and how everybody, you know, blacks and so-called blacks and so-called, you know, people who classified themselves as white, you know, just on La La Land in general, just Americans in general on La La Land. But Bob was right, how they can just knock out grids and it take years and years and years to put it out, put them back up. No power, no water, no electricity. You know, and he said one thing, you're going to see how savage your neighbor gets. And Bob was right, because the scriptures and the prophecy tells us that these things are coming to happen. And now we see the signs linking together more than ever, whether it be the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, whether it be World War III, which we see him, you know, being pieced together day by day. If you one of them brothers that's into geopolitics, you know a little more than others. You know, but nevertheless, the signs are right in front of our face. This place being wicked as hell. The Israelites standing upon their feet with the Spirit on them. You know, as it says in Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Ezekiel the 37th chapter with the 2:6. Revelation the 11th chapter. Having the breath of life breathed into them. But nevertheless, the signs are here. But it's going to get ugly, man. Bob was right. This is Luke. I think it's 23. This is Luke. Luke 23 and 28. And this is I'm gonna just get to the point. This is Luke 23 and 30. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read 28. Because these perilous times happened to us in the time of 70 AD. And it came back around. You know, these times happened to us in slavery. And all the time the Lord brought atrocities, man, on Jacob. And the greatest atrocity is about to come up, which is Jacob's trouble. All right? And Jacob is the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. But this is Luke 23 and 28. It said, "But Yahweh Shai turning unto them said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For behold, the days are coming, in the which they shall say, Blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bear, and the paps which never gave suck." Basically, blessed are them which are childless, man, because it's going to be horrific for those women that are just out here with children, man. The Lord going to expose a lot of you women to that. You know, you women that may have persecuted the prophets, you know, left a man of the Lord, you know, just been unruly. The Lord has to deliver people over to these judgments that are written. They have to happen to somebody. Somebody has to be delivered. But atrocities are going to happen. Even in Lamentations, it says the pitiful women have sought out their children, man. And that's why our people don't believe in the Bible. They believe in feel good. They don't believe in the Bible. But But the Bible is true. It tells you the past, present, and future of the world. The elders and apostles even did a series back in the day called The History of the World, contained in the Bible, because it's all here. Verse 30. It says, then they shall begin to say to the mountains, fall upon us, and to the hills cover us. Like it says in Revelation, they shall seek death and not find it. Because the Lord needs these people to be judged. Must needs. Verse 31. It said, for if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry? All right? When you see about all these molesters out here, all these psychos, these leather faces, these serial killers, these gang banging ass 2/3 niggas just with no remorse, man, just killing these fucking thieves, these whores, just people with just no conscience, man. If they doing this, where you can wake up, get water, you can have sex, all right, you can go to the movies, you can go to the liquor store, you know what I'm saying? With all these comfortabilities, all right, and freedoms you have, if these niggas are doing all this wickedness in this green tree, how much more you think the Lord is going to wrap this shit up, man? When these niggas can't have none of that, when they can't get high no more, when they can't get their sugar, they can't get their caffeine, the Lord is going to wrap this place up, man. Yahweh Shemi Hawashai is going to turn the fucking notch up, man. And he going to unleash his fury, man. Like he says in the scriptures, his indignation on this place, man. And he's going to use these people to do it, man. It's going to be like on that movie, The Kingsman. Hey, which they all had the Karag, man, that movie, the first one, the RFID chip, man. When he turned that fucking notch and everybody just flipped out in that church. That was that movie Kingsman with Samuel L. Jackson. And show you a lot of prophecy in that. What did they do? They went to that bunker. But like the scriptures say in Amos, man, these dudes buying bunkers, man. That's what the scriptures say in Amos, man. Though thou diggest in the hill, from thence I will bring thee, man. The Lord is going to have that spiritual power out here on his men. He's going to have the holy angels out here. And this shit ain't going to be no joke, man. He going to do it just like he did in X-Men Days of Future Past, man. When Magneto came with the baseball field around him, which was symbolic to the cherries, and he had them big 5-6 sentinels, however many he had behind him, which is symbolic to the holy angels, man. He came with his war helmet on. He had his mantle, his garment, and he took the fucking presidents and the government and all of them, man, and he threw their ass out the bunker. And he said, he put the cameras on them. He said, this is a glimpse of what my people are going to do to you. Come out from hiding, my people, man. And he that was a spiritual ass, that was straight out the scriptures, man. But it's about to turn up, man, in this place. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 17. It said, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? And that's the prophet Ezra. Because he knew this was talking about the end, but he also understood reincarnation, which is another lesson for another time. But it's written in the Bible. You know, there's nothing new under the sun, you know. That verse 18, it says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famines and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, and the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. For all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges. So these people are going to turn up in wickedness, man, when these hardships are coming. It said, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then, and that's what you have. You have cheap gas, or the government lay off on taxes, or street tickets or something. And you know, Jake think, you know, that Esau is coming to save the day, which is totally not the case, man. They love giving you a sensibility, a sense of stability. They love giving you a false sense of hope, man. It's the overplay, the underplay for the overlay, or, you know, however that saying go. All right? You know what I'm talking about. But nevertheless, it says, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, and sword and great confusion. For many of them shall dwell, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. Lamentations, it says, the pitiful women have sounded their children in the street. They that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. The dead and the dead shall cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. Alright, it's gonna be like the book of Eli around this motherfucker. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? All the places shall be desolate of men, so that no one shall desire to see it, so that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. It's gonna be going down, man. Places are gonna be waste and empty. Like I said in that book of Eli movie, man. You might desire to hear somebody's voice. Definitely, if you hear a brother's voice, if you in that wilderness, man. But it says, "Hey, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and the strength of thy salvation," man. You say Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, and you get that response, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham, you gonna be like, whoa, you know. But shit gonna be real out here, man. Straight up and down. It says, "For of a city there shall be 10 left, and of 2 a field which shall hide themselves in thick groves in the cliffs of the rocks, as in the orchard upon every olive tree, they are left 3 or 4 olives." All right, this so it's gonna go down, man. It's gonna go down, man. And this whole chapter really goes into that, and it starts off, you know, with the nuclear destruction, because this is what's gonna be going on. But before that nuclear destruction, man, hey, man, it's gonna be on, man. Matter of fact, this is the 15th chapter. I wanted to read this. This is 15:1. It says, "Behold," it's the 15th chapter. "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth. Because the Lord says, surely Yahweh doeth nothing except he reveal his secrets to whom his servants the prophets, to his servants the prophets. Said Yahweh, and cause them to be written in the paper, for they are faithful and true." So these words are going to come to pass, man, whether you like it or not. All right? They've been coming to pass, whether you like it or not. "And cause them to be written in the paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations of against thee, and let not the incredulity, that unfaithfulness, that unbelief of them that trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, said Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, the famine, and death and destruction. For the wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." Hey, so the Lord gonna expose this place for its wickedness, man. All right, you can't put sugar on shit, man. You can't put sugar on shit and make a good sandwich. All right, that's why Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai said, and I always quoted that 2 Ezra 4 and about 28. Hey, the evil is sown. That which is turned upside down got to be turned right side up, and we know this world been turned upside down. They said darkness is light, light is darkness. You know, like it says in Job, man, the land where darkness is light, man. The Lord is not mocked, man. For whatever a man sow, hey, that's what he gonna reap, man. And that's gonna be fucking that, man. Call Halayim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. You know, and to the hopeful elect, man. Endure your afflictions, man, and your persecutions. It get tedious, but man, hey, fuck it, it's the grind, man. We want to be delivered from these atrocities. Call aloud Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Shalom.